Hey, welcome back. It's Saturday with the Late Firestarter. I'm here for you to tell you about my deal. Did I close it or not? If you want to find out, just keep watching. And before I tell me anything of this story, I'm going to tell you this whole story. But make sure you like this video and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, follow along on my journey. I'm basically doing rental income and dividend income, and I do these videos telling you about all my journey and how it's going. And I give tips about real estate investing and dividend investing and other things that I throw in the mix as well. So anyways, let's just get to the story real quick. Now, I had a real crazy experience when I started investing out of state for the first time. I bought some duplexes in the city of Cleveland, and I partnered up with a guy who was a total crook. And he ripped me off like crazy. Well, anyways, what had happened was I finally got a lawyer. I went back to him. We went back and forth. Finally, I made him take back a couple of the crappy properties that he had sold me that were in way worse shape than they should have been and all this stuff. And he agreed to pay me a certain amount so I would get some of my money back and whatnot. We wrote up the papers with my lawyer. We did all this stuff. Sure enough, he made 3 payments and then he stopped paying, which didn't surprise any of us. So in return, I made him give me back the one house that was worth having. The other one, you couldn't pay me to take it back. So I took back this duplex. Now this duplex, I had bought from him for $40,000. The reason I bought this was another story, which maybe I'll tell another time. But basically, I ended up buying this place for $40,000. I put $16,000 to $17,000 into this property in 2019, was able to get it rent ready. And that's at the point where we settled with the lawyer and he took it back. When I took it back from him, he had put tenants in there. And so one of the tenants left and the other tenant stayed. In the meantime, I had to redo the downstairs with different things I did, installing doors, doing some other things, some painting, some pest control. I spent another about $9,000 on this place this year. A big expense for that was replacing 2 water heaters. Even though my old property manager who did the initial $16,000 rehab replaced the water heaters, they died within a year. That is another rip-off story. As you can see, I've had a lot of ups and downs in Cleveland. But I'm just going to stick with this one property. So if you add up all my expenses, I am all in on this property for close to $70,000, maybe around $68,000 if you want to be precise. I did have other fees such as taxes, water bills, insurance, things like that, but I also have collected some rent along the way. I haven't done the hard numbers. I don't really try to get in the weeds too much. I just keep track of my overall expenses for my taxes and my overall income. All in all, I would say that conservatively, I'm all in for this duplex about $68,000. I have sold this duplex. I got this monkey off my back and I finally am moving away from one of these properties that I've had a hard time filling the down unit. The up unit has been paying. It will be an income property for the guy buying it. I just wanted to sort of get it off my books and use this money for other purposes and other purchases. So what I ended up listing it for was $89,900. I got an offer for $85,000. I countered for $88,500. They accepted. Then after the inspection, because there was some potential issues with the foundation and basement, which is true of all these 100-year-old houses in Cleveland, they wanted to get some money back to $85,000 again. And I negotiated back up to $86,750. So the final price was $86,750. Closing date was yesterday. Closing date was January 8th, 2021. I am still waiting for the final closing, but according to title, everything is finished. I'm just not getting my funds yet, and that's what I'm wondering. So I think because the title closing was on a Friday, the disbursement of funds should come on Monday. My realtor told me that he heard back from the lender that they're closing things next week, so that's a little confusing. So I will probably find out on Monday more of the details. But we're far enough along in the process that I think it's safe to say at this point, the deal has closed. I've sold one of my duplexes in Cleveland, and even after getting ripped off and having to dump a bunch of money into it, I'm still going to make, after seller fees and everything, about $10,000 on this deal. So, all in all, it's not such a bad return. and things could have been worse. I have another property that you can see a video about this, how I spent $100,000 on a $30,000 home. That one, I would have a hard time selling and making a profit because I had to put way more money into that. So I'm not selling that property, at least right now. Other properties I'm thinking about selling for similar reasons. So things are in flux right now. That's also one of the reasons I'm adjusting my goal to have, instead of $4,000 in rental income and $1,000 in dividend income, I'm adjusting those numbers to $3,500 in rental income and $1,500 in dividend income. That's my new goal that I'm adjusting. We'll see how that goes. I'm the Late Fire Starter. Thanks so much for watching. That's all I got for you today. Big news on my closing deal, clearing about $10,000 after all the headache and wiping my hands of basically a mistake. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you want. And once again, I do a video every Wednesday and Saturday, so please join along. Hit that notifications button to know whenever it comes out. And I appreciate you watching. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments section how your journey's going, as well as any questions you have about dividend investing, real estate investing, or just FIRE in general. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. You probably already know that, but if you don't, it's a great thing. Check into it, Google it, or just keep watching this channel and learn more about it. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.